Joining me now, my friend Curtis Houck. He is the managing editor of the Media Research Center. I would like to play for everybody. I know Curtis has already seen this. This was Joy Ann Reid last night, giving us that really sharp commentary we've come to know and love.
Trump approved Republican Glenn Youngkin's closing message to Virginia voters has almost singularly focused on weaponizing race, stoking hysteria over the coded boogeyman of critical race theory, which is not currently taught in any Virginia public school. From banning Toni Morrison's Beloved, this epic novel, a Pulitzer Prize-winning seminal work of American fiction that recounts the horrors of slavery, to casting himself as the candidate of so-called parents' rights, vowing to ban critical race theory, which again is not taught if elected. Again, it's not taught in any Virginia public schools.
Curtis? I really hope they focus on doing things like calling parents' rights something that deserves air quotes around it, because, boy, is that going to be a winner going forward.
Yes, Guy Benson over at Town Hall quote tweeted over a similar meltdown from co-host Nicole Wallace that said, "Please keep talking, please." That's the kind of winning message. But I will add that, yes, where Joy Reid kind of loses some of the humor and meltdowns is when earlier in the night she said that Republican voters, so again, we're talking over 70 million people, are dangerous and national security threats. She actually said those things where, you know, listen to all these university professors wax poetic about how these right-wing nationalists and far-right extremists are otherizing the rest of the population and it's going to lead to violence and chaos and those sorts of things. No, I think you need to turn your focus on Joy Reid, because what she's doing right now is actually pretty dangerous when it isn't comical and really dividing people in a really dangerous way. It's not just saying you're wrong or you're a bunch of communists, because what we're talking about is accurate here. We deal in facts, Jesse. And except that's pretty dangerous. Like, simply because you don't pull the lever for D or you don't show up with, you know, your dead relatives to vote means you're a bad guy. And just last night, it was so ridiculous. She also had a point where she talked about education is code for white parents who don't like teaching about race. This is the straw man argument that we've been hearing about.
Yeah, we played that earlier. By the way, big shout out to the MRC for putting together this little compilation, this comparison from 16 to now. I did enjoy it.
Good morning. Stinging rebuke. A tough election night for President Trump and the GOP. Democrats with key victories in Virginia and New Jersey. The message sent by voters and who the president is pointing fingers at this morning.
Now more on the election results back here at home. Coming in overnight, Democrats seeing a lot of success, coming out on top in that closely watched race for governor in Virginia.
1 year after President Trump's election, voters in Virginia and New Jersey go big for Democrats. Their candidates for governor win easy victories and lift a damaged party spirit.
What's the message from these elections?
Message is Republicans have to figure out whether they're going to fully embrace Trumpism or totally divorce themselves from it.
And the president suffering a defeat back at home. Democrats sweeping key races. What it means for the Trump agenda.
Oh, Curtis, that's too bad. That's a different message out there today.
Oh, you can just sense the glee in that compilation there. They thought it was fantastic. It was this rebuke of Trumpism. Shout out to creepy guy Charlie Rose there in that set there. I mean, man, what a look down memory lane. And I was also disturbed by Murphy's, like, I don't know what the heck that was in the video clip there.
No,
when he was,
the jumping thing.
It was, he was jumping. And I mean, what's with Democrats and their movements? You got Terry McAuliffe. He's not even like mom or dad, like weird dancing. He's just, I don't even know how to describe that. But no, on the media bias angle, it's so funny to listen to, because yes, the level of glee with these people and the level of despondence is just totally different. And then we also noticed that Jack Ciattarelli and the race against the incumbent Governor Murphy, that there was like a couple seconds. It was not even that leading up to this race. No. And look how close he got.
Yep. Curtis Houck, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Jesse. Anytime.
Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.